please.
We were talking about those wings that you love so much, but now let's talk about some sweet treats.
Yeah,
I love so much.
Yes, and guess what? They're vegan.
Yes, so Stephen, this is not only playing to your diet, right?
Yes.
But our first guest here from Vegan Taste is playing to your last name,
He
too.
is. I love that. I love that. No relation.
Not that we know of.
Not that we know of. Yeah, so KJ, thanks so much for joining us this morning.
And for bringing us breakfast. Because I'm all about this for breakfast this morning.
I see some Pop-Tarts on here. That's a breakfast food, right?
Yes, absolutely. Okay, so tell us a little bit about your business. How did you get started?
So 3 years ago, my wife and I went vegan, and I like treats, and we couldn't find treats without having to travel 30, 40 minutes, so we decided to start making our own.
Okay.
And we started with just vegan, and then we had a market for vegan gluten-free. So now 90% of our menu is vegan gluten-free.
So funny story, my wife found Vegan Taste on Instagram. She was telling me about this. She was coming to the farmer's market, and then KJ and I actually ran into each other like at a distance golfing, right? You remember that? And then I saw him, and this is when I was contemplating things. This was years ago. So I was able to just tell him, hey, it's been 4 months now.
Yes.
And my wife loves it because she has a gluten intolerance. So those Pop-Tarts.
Those are her glorious favorites?
She loves the Pop-Tarts. Why is that such a fan favorite?
I think once you go vegan or gluten-free, you can't get Pop-Tarts, and we all grew up eating Pop-Tarts, so now we have that option for people, and they love it.
Yeah.
Yes, and they're nice and full and thick. That's what I really like. Now, were the Pop-Tarts your first treat that you tried when you got started, or what was your very first thing?
Oh, our first one was cupcakes and I think muffins.
Ooh, I like both of those.
Yeah, you can't go wrong with either one of those, right?
And all of this looks so great. You are one of the vendors at Market Days here in Perrysburg, so you'll be down here tomorrow.
Yes, by the library.
Yes, and then you also down by the library, okay, so you heard that. But you also sell your products in a variety of other shops and places too, right?
Yes, here locally we have it in Local Roots right down the street, and then Levin's Common, the Flying Joe.
Oh, okay.
And Soul Food Collective, which is right behind us. So those are our local ones.
Yeah, and of course you said I was having to drive 30, 40 minutes to find these treats. What have people been saying now that you're here in town, you're so much closer? You know, what are they loving, of course, having you here?
I mean, they love having the options. And because sometimes you go to places you might have 1 or 2 options, but we give them 10 or 15 options.
Oh, that's so great.
They love having those options.
I'm trying one, y'all.
Yeah, I know these.
I gotta try the Pop-Tarts.
So let's talk about the Pop-Tarts. Because my wife
what flavors are these?
That's what I want to know.
Strawberry.
My wife is always looking and expecting these Pop-Tarts. So what kind of flavors do you have?
She's eating blueberry. You have strawberry, she has strawberry, and then this one's our brown sugar cinnamon.
Oh my gosh, y'all, that's so good. I mean, and that's way better than, like, you know, the kind out of the pack.
I just love how thick they are. You know, you get that flavor, you get the fruit in there. Very good.
Packed.
I want a big Pop-Tart.
So, KJ, where can folks, I'm so sorry. This is so good.
I know we're all eating this
morning. Where can people find you guys outside of being here in Perrysburg each Thursday?
We're all over. So we have our storefront in Toledo by Miracle Mile. It's right in the plaza. And then if you go on our website, we're in over 20 different coffee shops and restaurants. So we have a list on our website at vegantasteToledo.com.
I want to try this too, okay? Because I'm a big cookie person.
That's a lot.
Yeah, so what is what's on the inside?
That is a vanilla frosting.
Vanilla frosting. Okay, I'm going in, guys.
Cookie sandwich.
Yeah. Ooh, it looks nice and soft, Amanda. Is it soft?
Is.
So
and you know I like a soft cookie, Diane.
Yes, I know that's your flavor.
Yes, I do. Oh my God, delicious.
Yeah, KJ, thanks so much for joining us. You have another question, Diane?
No, I was just going to make sure that we saw you tomorrow at the Market Days.
Yep, down by the library.
I will be here.
Great.
KJ, thank you so much for feeding us this morning.
Thanks for having me.
You're always making us happy.
So good.
Yeah.
I know.